so bad. Okay, once again, the very excessive brightness that's coming from outside is messing around with the green screen camera. So it looks like I've got half my face has been chopped off. Not to worry, as the light levels settle, it will fit. It's just basically, as you can see, it's like it's just got a bit. It's just got a bit weird. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Right, okay. So before we continue, I'm going to try and get into the habit of doing the. Sorry, my chair's wonky. There we go. The introductory stuff that I need to do at the beginning. For anybody who's new to the channel and my Friday watch-alongs, there is no audio or video from what we're going to be watching tonight shown. Hence why I call it BYOC, for bring your own copy. There is a synchronized timer that should be just about sort of there. And basically when we start the episode or film or whatever it is we're watching, boom, I can start it, pause it, and reset. That's basically it. I mean, the sync timer itself is, let's go ahead, Kaz. There for like if somebody wants to join later, or they have to pause because they need to go to the front door or something, or whatever the reason, that's what it's there for. You know at what point we're at. You can then basically sync back up and do everything else you want to do. Wow, I've really mangled those words there. I do apologise. It's been a tiring day for me. It's been a very tiring day, but in a bad way, just in one of those, oh yeah, the last few days have caught up with me. Right, okay, so on to tonight's watch along. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Pops out chat seems to be active. Okay. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything on my end. It's probably just usual Twitch wibbles. Uma Masame has been living rent free in my head. Living completely rent free in my head. Yeah, I've been reading up on some guides and stuff. There's a lot more to this game. I will go into what we're watching tonight. It's just I've got to get this out of my head. There's a lot to that game that I didn't realise. There's like events. There's like PvP style stuff as well. And I'm not going to say it's for definite because it all depends on how Monday goes for me. But there is a non-zero chance there might be a cheeky bonus stream on Monday. I'm not saying definitely yes, because like I say, Mondays can be very, very busy for me and mentally very tiring, which is why I generally don't stream on Mondays. But there's a lot I want to get through, so I may risk doing a as I say, a cheeky bonus stream, as I'm referring to them, just because I want to make some serious progress with stuff. And I don't want to miss it. See, once I get through this first career and I've done everything else as well, then I will be able to sort of play it off stream, like on my phone or something. But until I get to past this first career, I'm kind of limited in what I can do, because this is we've done the tutorial. This is like our first campaign run sort of thing, and things get added at once you start to have your own proper once you get past a certain team level, things like that. Which I understand that they do it because of essentially, to stop people from spamming and doing all that kind of stuff, which is fine. Okay, right. Enough of the anime horse girl game for now. That is over there on the back burner. Tonight is the last two episodes of the most excellent Fallout show. The episodes are called The Radio and, ironically, The Beginning. So it's like, weird. Now, as I've mentioned a couple of times on a few other weeks, there are some scenes in this which are a little bit unpleasant to watch. Now, they're not particularly graphic in terms of how they focus on it and things like that. And obviously, there's no audio or video, so it's not going to affect me as, for like copyright or, getting my strikes on my channel. But it's the sort of thing I do like to give people a heads up if I know certain particular scenes are coming up. Like flashing lights, or particularly, shall we say, I don't want to say triggering because that's not the right word, but particularly things that I know can cause issues for people. Like maybe if there's like a sort of like animal abuse or you know, do we say people who have been assaulted and physically assaulted in certain ways, things like that. I mean, basically, there was what's it, when I was watching The Expanse a couple of years back, a friend of mine knows that I've got a major phobia of things like needles and stuff going into my head, particularly the eyes. It is like right up there in my fear. And said, like, yeah, in this, yeah, in a couple of episodes, because there's going to be a scene coming up you are not going to like. I'm not going to say anymore. And as soon as you said that, it's like, you didn't give me any details of who it's going to happen to. You know, it's just one of those, thanks for the heads up. And as I'm watching the episode, it's like, characters are talking, and this time and say, yeah, I need to get a sample of your viscous fluid. I'm like, viscous fluid? Huh. That's not known found in the, oh! Yeah, and it's like, nope. One of those sort of moments. And if I hadn't known that was coming, I would have been sort of subtly listening out for it. That's basically why I like to give, if I know about it, warnings and stuff that for things we're going to watch, just because I don't want people to be freaked out. Now, obviously, some folks don't mind about that, and that's fine. It's not for you. This is for those who can, who may have issues with it. Just simply because I've had it for me in the past, and like First Contact, the opening scene. You know the scene I'm talking about. Yeah, right. Okay, so yes, back to what we're talking about. So, last two episodes of Fallout. Now we left things last time with Maximus. 23. It is, and granted, because the windows are closed, it's about 27 in this room right now, but it's a sort of stable 27. It's just because I've got the windows slightly closed and the curtains closed, so the heat's building up a little bit. But yes, so yeah, Maximus is living the high life. Lucy has discovered something very, very unsettling in the vault of Vault 4. There's also an individual who pre-war but was also encountered in the vault in episode 1, Moldava. But anyway, okay, right. Last thing, and then we can start off. One thing I do like to do as well is to do a 5-second lead-in for each episode, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sort of thing, and I'll start the timer. So get yourselves ready, and we will begin in a few seconds once I've set up on my end as well. So we'll go to that one, and that one, there. Okay, and just to do that one, get that one ready. Right, okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going. Whew. I love that each of these intro title cards are slightly different depending upon the episode. Yeah. Crushed his foot. Dude grabbed the fusion core. Yeah. All the previous overseers have come from Vault 31. Oh, it's a mad berry. There you go, it's Moldava. So yes, Vault 4 basically has been experimenting. Mutations, all that stuff. Might also explain why they have an open door policy with regards to people coming from the surface. If you think about it, it's pretty nasty. Fresh genetic material. All the other vaults are very sort of insular, yet they're the ones who are very welcoming. The music there as well. That's an outfit from one of the Fallout games. It's like basically identical. In fact, you've got like the new California Republic sort of theme subtly playing in the background. That's what I say. It's the little things that just make this, I think. Yeah, see, bottle caps can be melted down. That's basically one of the reasons why they use it as a currency, because it's a useful material. I think it's like sort of aluminium or something, isn't it? Or maybe an aluminium mix. Oh, there he is. There's the glow. He is terrifying. And I don't mean physically, I mean like mentally. That's pretty messed up. Oh, that was some good misdirection. Subtitles on. Huh. For some reason the subtitles aren't showing up on mine for some reason until... Why are you not doing that? Oh, there you go. I somehow turned them off. Yeah, for some reason the subtitles aren't showing up. Okay, never mind. Mad Woman in the Hills. He's so cynical. I love it. This dude has literally seen some stuff, and you can kind of understand why he is the way he is, knowing his background. A courier. Again, another Fallout reference. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not somebody you want to mess with. Where's the cat? It's giving him an opportunity. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it, lad. Don't do it. You don't live to be that age. Was it like the whole thing about, you know, Oh, what's the quote? Beware the old man in a profession where men die young, or something like that. I mean, that is such a sort of Western. That's kind of the whole point. That was his vibe. Oh, flashback. But yeah, this feels like a cult, doesn't it? The be- the beginnings of a cult. That was the end of a war. Hmm. More things change, the more they stay the same. And this is what's scary: is her words are right. That's what makes her a good cult leader. Oh, burn. Hmm. Oh, go on. Hmm. Cold fusion. Oh, that's like that's a game changer. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, the reason why it's called cold fusion is normal fusion takes place at ridiculously high temperatures. Cold fusion can metaphorically take place at room temperature, maybe a little bit warmer, but the sort maybe the sort of temperatures you could get like in an oven, and it's like a holy grail for science. And now, yeah, yeah, seriously, cold fusion is ridiculously. It is a game changer. It really, really is. Okay, now when you first met her, you think, oh, she's a bit of a crackpot. But if we assume that what she's telling the truth, this is a big deal. I mean, Vault-Tec getting hold of cold fusion technology would be like the equivalent of, let's say Microsoft getting advanced quantum computing, but miniaturized to the point where you could have a quantum computer in something like that big. That's how big a deal it would be. the dude from the intro of. Yeah, hybrids. Yeah, that was a gulper. Hmm. Yep. That's so. That thing we saw with those things that look like fingers. Those were fingers. They didn't look like fingers. They were. Wow. So yeah, they found probably the one decent vault. Yes, iffy history. They were a little bit weird. Sure. Ex- experiment in Vault 33. So Maximus is having the time of his freaking life right now. And he's got comfy clothes, popcorn, hot shower. He's seen his friend being dragged past with the window with a bag on her head. It's like, Lucy, popcorn. Lucy, popcorn. Lucy. Yeah, that's it. Stuff your mouth for popcorn. Good lad. The red rocket. 4 out of 4. Well, actually, specifically, it's a brand that's like like Robco, Vortec, that's prevalent in the Fallout universe. Of, I think he's going to show his foot, which is not going to be pleasant. Hint, just a bit of a warning. This is some very good prosthetic makeup. Yeah. Oh no, 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 doggo, no, doggo, do not eat there. Uh, yeah, once again, well done to the FX team. Yeah, it's not pleasant, is it? On the one hand, I very much appreciate the work, and you can see how good it's done. Fantastic, very much appreciate it. But on the other hand, nope, 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 nope. Now, to be fair, that's actually not a What's the one I'm looking for? If he has plenty of ways of getting rid of the dog, but having it in a case like that whilst he walks away is probably, I would say, the most acceptable option considering what other things he could do. Oh, that's a popcorn. That's a big bag of popcorn she's got there. Just think, I know from the law that there are some vaults that were kept to be nice, for want of a better term, as controls, as just as let's just see what happens if everybody gets what they want type of vault. What? I mean, they're not cruel. Yeah, I think the sword's a bit blunt. That's just so ridiculous. You think he's going to cut? He's kind of like, we're going to banish you to the surface. Okay, okay, that's actually very acceptable. She can't, even though she can't, even the fact that she came. You know what? Oh, of course, yeah, because he needs a power cord to power the suit. Oh, oh, that's beefy. Oh, I freaking love the power suits. Oh no. I mean, it's tragic, but at the same time, it's just like Lucy's going, no, Maximus, stop, stop, stop. It's like they're. Oh no. Yeet. The popcorn and the snacks. Oh, come on. I think he might be dead. I'm pretty sure Nick shouldn't be bending like that. That's kind of like, we done goofed. Oh, he did. Ah, she's got you there. He's got a valid point as well. Ooh. Oof. I mean, she got a fair point there. So, who would know? Well, she would. And that's the thing. All the things that's happened to her, even though she's had a really sort of rough time, she's still, at a fundamental level, is arguably a good person. Not as naive as she was when she first stepped out the vault, but yeah, she is. I would say, if you think about it, right, Lucy would be considered to be good. Maximus, neutral. I'd say maybe nudging towards neutral good, and the ghoul, oh, not necessarily evil, but he's towards the. He's more sort of neutral, selfish, not quite evil, not quite lawful. Well, I suppose lawful also counts for like own personal code, so lawful neutral maybe. Is your power core back? See? And they said thank you. Yeah, the food there was pretty good, you can't deny that. All that popcorn. Yeah, I can't eat seafood, but it's, everyone's got their own preferences. No, he's had. Mm, he's not Titus, that's Maximus. Oh, oh, now he's feeling guilty. He's like, yeah, my name's not Titus. Oh, because he's used to a life on the surface, though, isn't he? I mean, I suppose it's one thing different if you grew up in a vault, but to actually move in there? Hmm, not sure. I'm not saying definitely no. You've finally been honest with her. Good. Damn. I say he's working towards being a good person. He's not quite there yet. I wouldn't say he's a bad person as such, if you know what I mean. Fair point. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, it's just. Hmm. I just realised something. It's having said that, if they can get his um suit back to the vault as well, they would have something there to work with because she knew about the suits and like the T60s, but I've never actually seen one. So I imagine they probably got some facility there for either manufacturing or recharging fusion cores. His foot is basically useless at this point. So the only radio station for miles and miles around has a small collection of fiddle music. It's not bad music, but not for me. But better than nothing. Oh, dude. Oh, it's the chicken lover. And I think actually that might the less polite version might actually be his name in the credits. Yes, and I'm definitely getting Captain Jack Sparrow vibes from this character. It's not just me, does it? I think like this is the wasteland version of Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah. Ooh. That's not. Hmm. Yeah, you could. What's the betting he indulges in his own supply, shall we say? They're worth a lot of caps because they are so freaking useful. Yeah, that's actually the biggest issue is the building and recharging of fusion cores. Very few people know where and how it's done. So having intact ones or even in yeah, like I said, medical technology in this is really good. Oh no, what did he mean by that? That's a concern. Yeah. Uh-oh, indeed. Yeah. Because that's the thing, it's like their medical technology, like I say, science for the general things is actually pretty good. However, let's just say that the ethics behind some of them, not so much. Yeah. For many of their scientists, ethics was just a word in the dictionary. Yeah. Now, also as well, bear in mind, some of this tech has been around for like 300 years, so when it was brand spanking new, it was probably fine. But you throw in hundreds of years, bit of smattering of fallout radiation, some of that medical technology is going to go a little bit weird. Oh no, they've been... Oh no. Oh no. Now, I don't think she's accusing him of that, but I think she's saying, you know who dealt with this. You're connected to this in some way, but I don't know how. You're staying in 33. Uh-huh. Which I suppose from her point of view, she would want to keep an eye on Norm. Ah, you're staying in Fort... Whoa. Although, fair play, that's apparently a good technique for what she's doing. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that the way she's saying that is very sort of... like, oh no, like, oh, sarcasm, that's the word I was looking for. It's a very sort of, oh no, the Raiders, what a shame. Oh. Ooh, damn. You know, start a little bit of banter between two friends, and it's like, that's some real talk right there. Damn, chair. Again, I've mentioned it before, but one thing I very much appreciate about this show, there's no faffing around. The plot moves forward. You're not waiting like 6 episodes for the various major characters to meet up. they all met up in episode 2. Great. Episode 1 introducing, episode 2 they meet. Brilliant. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I suppose he's a ghoul. He's eaten worse. Like butter jerky. So, so. Oh, I can hear Doggo. And we know from his history and the way he's treating this dog that he has an appreciation of dogs, if nothing else. Like when he was being attacked by the dog and stuff like that, it did look and feel like he was feeling a bit guilty about it. Like he didn't want to do it, but the dog was attacking him. So it's like, then I think he made right by it by using the syringe, which still cracks me up. Like does it, and the dog's like, "Whoop, I'm back." And a cute dog as well. Tesla magazine again. That magazine itself, that's another little nod to the Fallout stuff in the Fallout universe. The different magazines. But in that universe, it's like magazines that were still very, very popular. As go out and test it, and just a harmless interaction with your kid. Ah. Oh no! Oh, I just remembered something. In the first episode, they're talking about alimony and things like that. So what's the reckon he hears something that makes him break up with his wife? Or she doesn't like the way he's spying on her and she initiates a divorce. Gotta be something like that. Yeah. Oh, you notice the TVs are all black and white. You know, colour TV was never really a thing in this universe. I mean, you obviously have like the cinema, but TVs? I suppose it's sort of, it's that, what do they call it, retro-futurism vibe. Like the 50s, and of course the dog's licking it because it smells like trash. It's like, tastes like sausages. Ah, good doggo. Yeah. You know, his doggy ain't good enough. Is that a train track? Oh, that is unpleasant. This is a, I I can't I can't tell the difference myself. I recognise that guy. What's it? Fred Armisen, apparently his name is. Ooh, yeah, no requests. That was a giant mousetrap that's decapitated someone. That's a. I was going to say that's a massive overkill for bear trap, but then I remember there's the Yogwai, who are giant mutant bears. And he's out of ammo. And he completely missed. He's even got. I don't know. He's got a garden gnome there. Oh, oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's Why isn't he? Oh, oh dear. Hmm. Oh, that's. Oh no. I don't think he's a ghoul. At least not yet. Because ghouls are generally very, very tough. They don't regenerate. He's, or maybe he's definitely something he shouldn't be. But I don't think a ghoul. But to be fair to Maximus, he's got no other frame of reference. No. Yeah. Yeah, we're all good. Bye bye now. I I know it's a fake head, but I don't know if I could hold it, like, see if it. Oh wow! I was turning it back. I was like, nice. I suppose it's probably the most entertainment he's had for ages. It's like, watch the guy get turned into some kind of mutant. Cute couple kissing. Prophet of Steel paid a visit. An eventful day. I mean, it's obvious then that they're going to cause problems for him, but from his point of view, that was a freaking genius idea. Probably won't work though. You keep forgetting that the vaults have security officers and police. Who originally came from Vault 31. Yeah. Like I say, Norm's very good at picking up on that kind of thing. It's like he's got like a healthy dose of paranoia combined with a above average intelligence. Again, that's not saying the rest of the squad are unintelligent, but he probably has some kind of like perks in like pattern recognition and things like that. Excuse me. Oh, let's say goodbye to his buddy. It seems like about half the vault's gone. And as I said, even though you only see a few like batch of people, there are more that aren't shown. Oh yeah, he's picking up on something, isn't he? Even the overseer's office looks over a fake skyline. All that advanced tech and they're still using CRTs. Green screen CRTs. Oh, that is exactly the hacking screen from the game. That is amazing that they do that. I mean, it's literally exactly like that. Fucking love it. Oh. Hmm. Betty, how are you? I need to return to 31. Are you compromised? Oh. He's keeping it nice and vague as well. Again, I appreciate the fact they did a vault in their own vaults in their own thing rather than trying to use one of the existing ones from the game, because I think that would ruin it. But there's plenty of vaults to choose from. Yeah, there's no control there. Access panel from the outside. Even the little touches of like rust on the vault, the attention to detail. No lighting. Yeah, that's ominous. Well, poop. It is meant to be dark. It's such a good shot. Circus music. Oh, lovely. Mm. Oh. Yeah, based on the video game series Fallout. Okay, so just gonna watch these little I don't know, big net, whatever they want to call it's called, the proper name for it. Yeah, that is definitely ooh booger. So yeah, watch this for a little bit. I'm gonna call it the mid-credit scene, whatever it's called. I'm just gonna quickly scan ahead to see if there is actually any post-credit scenes, because I know there is one, and we've maybe two. So I was like to double check. There's none in this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause things for the moment here. I'm gonna have a quick break for a couple of minutes maximum. So get up, stretch your legs. I'm gonna reset the timer. Turn the lights on so I can see properly. It's starting to get dark again. I don't need it on properly. Yeah, there we go. See, that's how it's supposed to be. Right. Okay. So yeah, we will be back in a couple of minutes for the last episode, paradoxically called The Beginning. Back in a mo. I'm back. I was just checking on the cat as well because that's the thing. Whilst we're not having a heat wave at the moment, because it is a bit on the warm side. I do like to sort of check in with her just to make sure she's all right. At the moment, I got basically told off from her because she was having a nice doze on the windowsill. The window was very slightly open, so she got a nice breeze. She sat by the curtain, and then I woke her up and she told me off. It was very. it was one of those. Okay, yes, I am sorry, your fuzzy overlord, and I am very, very sorry. Right, so yes, cranberry juice was good stuff. Seriously, this stuff's amazing. I mean, the really nice stuff that I like to try and get occasionally, but it's expensive. But trying to get hold of it is, and so I'll start that sentence again. There's a version of this, or I'll watch that afterwards, the Tron Ares trailer, of cranberry juice, which has pomegranate in it. Oh my god, that stuff's amazing. But trying to get hold of it, it's not easy. It's like, now for the cranberry juice, there'd be like, a good section of it. I'll be lucky if there's like 1 or 2 cartons in. They don't get many of it in, and it sells out pretty quickly. But that is like the premium stuff. But to be fair, this sort of own brand cranberry juice stuff, the ones I'm having, I've had no problems with it. And because it's a bit on the alkaline side, it helps with the kidneys. I mean, granted, it does have a ton of sugar in it, but in comparison, but it's a healthier drink. It's not necessarily healthy, but it's healthier, and also it tastes really nice. It's really good. It has that right sort of level of sweetness and tartness to it. It's very nice, very nice. Anyway, okay. Last episode. Very last episode for this, or for season 1 anyway. Okay, so same as before, I'll do the 5-second lead in once I get everything all set up properly on my end. I find it amusing. It's called The Beginning. Anyway, okay. So I thought I was going to burp there. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, I think this episode does have a post-credit scene. Like, well, kind of a post-credit scene. Let me just check. I'm just scanning. Now, I've seen this before, so I'm not spoiling myself. So I'm just double checking to see if there is a. Oh no, it's not this one. No, okay. Right. So, countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Flashing images, violence, smoking, foul language. And there is a recap at the beginning. I think that's what I was thinking of for some reason. So we're not skipping that, because otherwise it'll mess up the synchronizer. See, Moldava. The stupid thing with the original Night Tidus was, if he hadn't said about blaming him, he would have probably still been alive. But no, he was a silly boy. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be an intense episode. But in terms of like plot and everything else that happens, I will say no more because I'm in dangerously close to spoiler territory. And we are not at home to Captain Spoiler. Seeing those vertibirds, I just keep mentally hearing in my head that scene from Apocalypse Now. With the helicopters flying in and Rise of the Valkyries is playing. Which I suppose is kind of what they were trying to sort of get the vibe of. Hey, it's the Brotherhood of Steel. They would. Philly. Yeah, it's. I don't think that airship's named, but I know it's not the Pridwin, but it's the same class as the Pridwin. So until I find out any better, I'm just going to call it the Pridwin class. Again, every time I see those suits, it just makes me think of, Astarte's armor could be done like the Mark One could be done exactly like that, and it would work. Like whoever designed the tech to operate that, 100%, visual modification, it would work as Astarte's armor. Imagine what a Titan would look like. And yes, I have seen the vid about the Titan Pro. Oh, that's good. It's like an animated short. Good stuff. He knows. Oof. Oh, yep, Dane. That is terrifying. I think if that was me in Maximus's position, I would probably be soiling myself. I mean, that gun's like, yeah, that gun just looks like a freaking, Mark One bolter pistol. And again, I could easily imagine this dude here being like a chaplain, or no. Imagine if, like, you're the only ones with access to like high tech. Yeah, you're going to be kicking bottom. It's almost like the Brotherhood is actually slightly corrupted in a way. Or at least this dude is. Yeah. It's a bit of a devil's bargain, but yeah, like work with him or boom. That thing must be whiffing to high heaven by now. You reach your destination. Lots of corn. Hmm. I got a bit of community there. That yeah, that was one of the non-feral ghouls from the Super Duper Mart. The one who's like, "Thank you," as they were set free. So obviously he's being ghoulified, but he hasn't gone feral. I still don't think Thaddeus is becoming a ghoul, but it, who knows? This could just be a part of the process. He's definitely got some stuff going wrong with him, though. The Vortec. That just look that. Wow. They've really captured that sort of 50s aesthetic. I like that car, but it's not a practical car. But if it's just for people to move around town, wow, that's a Murphmobile right there. Oh, she's figured out that it's transmitting. Yeah. Hmm. I don't like the way you're talking about like prolonged human lifespans and things like that. I don't like that. That especially for someone like him. If it was say Lucy suggesting it, it would probably be a perfectly innocent thing to, you know, like medicine, things like that. If it was Titus or sorry Maximus, he'd probably suggest like, you know, improving like people's technology and life, that kind of thing. The fact it's this guy makes me think this is not going to be good, whatever he's come up with. It's not going to be good. Oh, again, having a different title card for each episode. I approve. That's one heck of a view. Might be a bit windy though. Oh, look. He's a great actor, he really is. Very underrated. Well, not underrated. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Very underappreciated, I think is a better word. Oh dear. That's that's not pleasant. That's not pleasant. Oh, right in the food. Honestly, I'd be quite offended by this. Like, really? On my burrito? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. And this is where they get some lore. Whoa. It's a brain. It's a Roomba with a brain. The key to the future of humanity. Oh no, I'm being attacked by a Roomba. A damaged Roomba. Hello. Hello, Fuzzball. Cool, it's a bit warm. Oh, they keep cutting out just when you think you're going to get some like good information. Oh, I freaking love this film show. Oh, hello. Hi. This is going to be some serious Easter eggs in this scene. Vault-Tec, Robco, West-Tech, Big MT, Repcon, Mr. House. Time. Yeah. That is terrifying that there's people who think like that. Whew. This is getting tense. Now, who was that? I think those are like the Vault-Tec CEO, like the top brass. He won't know. Oh, he's gonna know. Yeah. Vault 31 is a cryo vault. Mm-hmm. Management. Oh, I love the way they're switching between them. So you can. Oh, see? There's a lot of vaults. A lot. Yeah, the vault project is horrifying. like Lucy, like Norm. The scary thing is, these vaults that they're talking about. These are all vaults you can find in the various games. Boom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vault-Tec starts World War Three. Betty. Yes. Betty. That move? You don't sit there, you know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yes, that Betty is the Betty that we've been watching for the last few episodes. I can just remember watching this scene the first time and my jaw was just like, oh. Say it. Boom. Yeah. One of the changes is basically the tagline for the Fallout series as a whole. Yeah, Hank is a lot older. Now the question is, where did Moldava? Hey, Hank was in the cryo vault. Betty was in the cryo vault. Cooper became a ghoul. Bud became a Roomba. What about Moldava? Why is she still around? How is she still around? Hmm. 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 That's also a laboratory, but eh. Still, that incident with their foot. Ugh. Whilst I objectively know that the Brotherhood of Steel, in fact, most of the factions in the Fallout universe are complete freaking dingleberries. I mean, the Brotherhood of Steel have one hell of a propaganda machine with the Prydwen class vessel and the freaking T60s. It's like, I'm tempted. Smart woman. Person in charge hiding things. Yeah. Seems like Hank is not an. And that was the bombs that Maximus can remember being dropped. And the reason why she can remember the sun, like the light as if it was the real sun on her face, is because it was. And why Moldavia sort of recognized Lucy. Voltec. Infinite energy and locked it. I'll say. Carl's a really good actor. Yeah. On that was a frigging masterstroke of the way of doing this. Horrible, but a frigging masterstroke. Like you walk in, they literally show you her mother, but it doesn't click until, and there we go. She's realised who it is. It's like horrible realisation, but masterfully done. Without even saying, show, don't tell. Works for a reason. Rough. Excuse me. so freaking well done, this. 10, 10, 97. You know why that number's important? The power of a star, basically. Release date of Fallout 1. Congratulate. Yep. The American release date, well, it doesn't really matter for that one, of Fallout the series. Yes. Give yourself a pat on the back. So, to anybody who doesn't know, that'd just be like just a random number. But anybody who's a Fallout fan would just be like, oh. And that's what I like about when they put in Easter eggs like that, where if you don't know what it is, it just looks cool. But if you know what it is, there's that part of your brain going, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio meme. That for me is what an Easter egg should be, just to make people who know go, ooh. Oh. This is assuming that his cryopod will work for him, because he's only... Oh, that's just horrible. That is freaking horrible. Because he doesn't know how long... He doesn't know if it'll work, how long he's going to be in there, what's going to happen. And his only companion's a psychotic brain in a jar on a Roomba. He was a very naughty boy, Hank. Very naughty boy. So I'm thinking maybe she snuck into one of the cryopods under a different name or something. Cold fusion. Ready to go. And the thing about cold fusion is it's clean. Well, fusion in general, it's clean energy. Like, really? You couldn't have waited just 5 more minutes? Yeah. Let's put it like this. Anybody who knows me knows I like 40k. Giving the Brotherhood of Steel basically cold fusion technology, or letting them get their hands on it, would be like the equivalent of giving the Imperium an STC that was mostly functional. Oh, look at that. That is freaking glorious. Oh, lovely. Some guy can't handle his travel. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, nice. Oh, he's gone. And he's now Chunky Salsa. I mean, Firing the gun, great fun. Firing at people, not so much. In California Republic. Yeah. Sorry, that guy had been turned into basically chunky salsa. Oh, oh, yeah. It's like they say, war never changes. And he's got tinnitus. There's a lot of ketchup around this. Having this music with this going on is it shouldn't work, but it does. I don't. Thank you. You're really not doing yourself any favors there, buddy. Damn. Oh, yeah. He's not getting up from that. Yeah, this is definitely making sense when I want to play Fallout 4 again. But I want to play my anime horsing game first. I'm having way too much fun with that. Oh, hello. Oh, things are about to get good when the music changes. Which he mentioned before. No. Yeah, he just took out a T60 with one shot. Oh, that is. Oh, I freaking love this scene. Like, only being lit up by the gun flashes. Yeah. Yeah, Maximus had the right idea. Oh, that is such a well done scene. Both, the tension, taking out the T60 with one shot, and then it all just going black and him just going, oh, that pleases me on such a. Mm. And then having bookended with this scene with Lucy and her parents and Moldova. That's what we call the good stuff. Excuse me. Just walking in without a head on. It's like, oh, Maximus, again, you think you've done the right thing, but you've done goofed. He he acts before thinking. Ah, shuzbut. Yep. Lucy's dad is the one who organised your town being. Yeah, those are what you think they are. And that's not paper that was floating down. Ah, well done. You've now given access to power armor. Congratulations. Yep, he's out. See, even without a helmet, that power armor is going to be a freaking useful bit of tech. Oh, don't push her, man. Don't push her. Ooh, that's a oh yeah. Where are they? Because he had a daughter with him, didn't he? Not a bad move. Let him go. It'll lead him right to where he needs to go. At least that's what he's hoping for. Well, it's a question. That's what I would do. Yeah, he's no, he's out. He's out for the count. He ain't dead. He's just a. He's gonna have one head of a headache. Damn. That's. He's at the thing. Damn. That's a. Yeah, and then they've now put in the heavy guns, even more vertibirds. Yeah, that was that. Like when the ghoul ended things for Roger, his friend, I suppose, or acquaintance, whatever you want to call it. It was an act of mercy, and sort of thing. And I think he realised that it's like, yeah, I understand why he did that. No judgment here, sort of thing. So that doesn't make me think that I would not classify the ghoul necessarily as evil per se, but I would say he will be what we would call evil if it gets him what he wants. But likewise, he'll do what could arguably be considered a good-ish deed if it gets him what he wants. It's just he's more leaning towards the bloody side of things, like like the dude on the cap farm. He was fully prepared to let the lad go, but poo happens. Excuse me. Yeah, you are definitely going to have one hell of a headache, pal. You probably even got a concussion. In fact, I'll be very surprised if you didn't. She's gone. Cat stuck to my face. Obviously, the fight's still going on. It looks like, judging by the light levels, it's been going on for a while. Activate cold fusion. Let's put it like this. If the fusion cores can power a vault, that tech there is going to make it look like an ant light in its fart in comparison. Yeah. That little thing there is powering a city. So you can imagine what a full cold fusion. Yeah. It is. And not strictly speaking infinite, but it's practically infinite. Ooh, that's a lot of ketchup. And it being a gut shot as well, that's gonna really friggin' hurt. Surprising lots of nerves in that area. No, you killed her. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yeah, Dane's definitely got an agenda. Like, you know, help Maximus, ascend. It will help the sort of power behind the throne type thing. What's the matter with you? Hello. Hey, Fuzzball. Seriously. What? I know, I love you too. There's the old Hollywood sign. Doggo. What about you? Hi. Seriously, cat, your hair's getting everywhere. Yeah. Sponsored by Nuka-Cola. Now, this scene. Yes, that's a Deathclaw skull. A small one. And there it is. There it is. For those of you who don't know, just keep watching this end animation. Just keep watching. Another Deathclaw skull. Yeah. I mean, I recognised it straight away because I've played the game it was based on. Ah, this made several people blow a gasket when they showed it in excitement. Yeah. It's New Vegas. Yeah, as soon as I saw that scene, it panned up over him. Was like, actually, no, as soon as I saw the what do you call it? The Deathclaw skull was like, Deathclaws, Deathclaws. No, 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 no. And then it just panned back, and it just showed the outline of New Vegas. It was one of those. There was like a substantial amount of fans, and I include myself in this. Whilst my knowledge of the Fallout universe is, I would say, late beginner, early intermediate. I played the Vegas game, Fallout New Vegas, and it was great, absolutely amazing. I honestly feel like it could do with not so much a sequel, but kind of like a remaster, maybe. Like they've done with like the Oblivion games, but there's a few licensing questions about that, like who owns the rights to it and blah 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 blah. But like who would own the rights to doing the remaster? But just seeing that skyline. I mean, I've mentioned it a few times. I've been to Vegas before. and I've been to where that site. The funny thing is, that sign is actually really freaking small, IRL. It's not as big as you think it is. It's just 9 times out of 10 when people show it, they show it from like a low down angle looking up at it so it looks bigger, but it's actually not that big. It's surprisingly. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just a sign that just, it's quite an iconic sign. I mean, I think there's a pretty good chance that season 2 is going to be focused on New Vegas or the areas around it and stuff like that. I know they are pretty much working on, or like maybe the post production, and there's the tidying up, the clearing up, the stuff they have to do once the principal filming has been done, and they start working on everything else. So I think they're in that stage, and they haven't confirmed because they can't at this stage, but it's been heavily hinted that there is a season 3 on the way. But they're probably like working out details for contracts, when it will happen. There's nothing that's been confirmed, but it's like, they'd be stupid not to, because you can but hope. Yeah, indeed, you can but hope. But it's one of those. It's like, look, like when what do they do? It's like, what's the term for it? Agreed on in principle, which is like, yes, we want to do a season 3, but we're not sure exactly when it's going to start. Blah 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 blah. Perfectly fine. I would much rather companies take their time, bring out something that's like good quality, and that goes for games, books, stuff like that. We've all heard the stories of how certain game companies have pushed their coders, designers, writers, digital artists, and all that, to sometimes breaking point with crunch to get a game out on time. Nah, screw that. Take your time. If it's what's it? A good game will be out when it's ready, but a bad game, you bring it out now and it's rushed, it's going to be a bad game. Now, that's not to say you can't then change it later. I'm looking at No Man's Sky. That was a bit rough and ready when it came out, but to be fair to them, that wasn't their fault. They were rushed. Again, slight tangent. But for those who don't know, No Man's Sky, when it first came out, they were pressured to bring the game out when it was not ready. Now, indeed, effing corpos. They wanted to have like a flagship game came out, and they were like, no, we need at least another 9 months, maybe a year, maybe 18 months to get it just how we like it, how we want it to be. And yeah, if they'd had like, let's say, another year, 2 years, it would not have had the major issues. Plus, Hello Games had a major flooding in their studio, which not only destroyed their their main stuff that they were working on, but obviously their local backups. And if it wasn't for the fact they had off-site backups, No Man's Sky wouldn't exist. It would have just been destroyed. But they have brought out, again, it's not a perfect game, but all is the stuff that they're bringing out for it good. There's a few things I would change about it for sure, but that's my personal preference. I need to stop that right now. There we go, yeah. Right, so that's going to be me done for tonight, and I've just noticed the camera's getting really dark again, so I need to sort of get some kind of adjustment thing on here for this, but right. Oops, no, I didn't do that, so my bad. There we go, I pressed the wrong button. Right, okay, so whilst I am officially off now until Tuesday, like I said at the beginning, there is a small non-zero chance there may be a cheeky bonus stream on Monday, but I can't guarantee 100% either way, because it all depends on how things go for me on Monday. It's not a major thing, it's just usual Monday stuff. That's really the only days I can do a lot of things, and it's why I don't really tend to do streaming on a Monday. But you never know. It's simply because I've got 2 to 3 days worth of work because I was on this course this last week to catch up on. I might be able to do it, I might not. So again, we'll see. You'll know by probably around sort of mid-afternoon. I will know by probably around sort of mid-afternoon on Monday if it's going to happen, and I'll probably put something out on Blue Sky just to mention about it. But if you don't see me going. If you see basically, if you see me going live, feel free to join me. If you don't, then it's a pretty good bet I'm not going to be playing that night. But I really want to progress with this game. I really do, because there's a few things I just cannot do until I have finished my first career. And we've got like 3 races to go, and I think we might be able to do it. So it's looking likely, but like I said, not 100%. Right. I'm waffling again, so I'm going to say goodnight. And for everybody who can join me next week, please do. Everyone, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.